So I've recently taken an interest in computer hardware, and more specifically, processors. And I've been looking into like the cache, memory, all that stuff, like how things are translated, like the compilers, all that stuff. And I thought that starting from the basic of basics, the logic gates, because that ultimately like kind of determines what value gets outputted. And the logic gates are actually comprised of many transistors, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna be first starting off with a transistor. Now before I get to explaining that, I would like to do a shameless self-promotion of my channel. So currently I'm sitting at a nice ripe 547 subscribers, so it would be cool if you guys could just hit that subscribe button. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Enough of that talk. So first off, we have the transistor. Now this is not like the very small scale, like the CPU type of transistor, or I mean there is the same, but what I built here is basically the hardware type of transistor where you can buy like electronic stuff. So there's three different things going on. So there's the source, there's the gate, and there's the drain. The source acts as the input and the drain acts as the output. Now what determines what goes out the output is the gate, which you guys can't really see here because there's no input going in. So if I turn this on, it's currently sitting at 0, so there's no electricity going through. But once I turn this on, it outputs a signal of 1. So that's basically what transistors do. It's very simple, but if you chain these together, you can make some pretty complex stuff. Now in the first area, I have these three basic, or in my opinion, basic logic gates. And I'll be putting the symbols of them on the top left because that's what people usually write down or draw when they're drawing circuit boards and all that stuff. So first off, we have the AND gate. And since this is logic, you guys can probably like guess what it does. So if I turn this on, it doesn't turn on, or it doesn't have an output. If I turn this on, no output. But it's only if I turn this and this on where it turns on the output, or a signal of 1. Your gate is pretty simple too. It's this or this that turns on, which outputs a signal of 1. The NOT gate's pretty fun because, well, it's not what you do put in. So if you turn this on, it's not gonna output 1. It's instead gonna output 0. But if this is off, it's not gonna be off. Instead, it's gonna be on. So that's kind of how I think about it. So that's this blue area. Now let's move on to the orange area, which kind of chains some gates with another one, but they're all just chaining into a NOT gate. So first up, we have the NAND gate. Now this is pretty interesting because without it being on, like any of these levers on, this lamp is still on. But if you turn this one on, it's still on. That's the same with this other one. But it's only if you turn both of these on where the lamp turns off. Now that's the NAND gate, so not AND. Anything else works except for AND. And that kind of logic carries over to this one, not OR gate, NOR gate. So it can't be this one or it can't be this one, and if both of them are on, it's still not on. So next up we have the XN gates, X NOT gates. So exclusive NOT OR gates. So I don't really know how to describe them. Just to show you, I'm just gonna show you the outputs. So if I turn this one on, OR, it turns it off, and this one's on, it turns it off. If they're both off, it's on, but once I turn both of them on, it's still on. So excluding the AND, I think. I'm not too sure, but that's what my brain thinks of. The XOR gate basically is if I turn this one on, turns it off, on, and then turn them both on, off. So excluding OR. So I guess these both kind of deal with AND gates, where if both of them are on, it's still on, but OR, that's just excluding it from everything else. I hope that I hope that made sense, but please stay with me because this last part is pretty cool. So, I think it was yesterday actually, I was just messing around with logic gates during class, and I decided to make some calculators, not calculator, but more specifically addition functions. So I have these different symbol, or like these different inputs, and they would output to, well, the answer. And what I have over here is exactly that. So I chained a bunch of gates together, and I'll put the diagram of it on screen right here. That's basically what I followed it to be. These green concrete blocks are actually just wires, just connecting everything together, and the colored concrete signifies where I got the gates from. So the purple one goes from here, the X, I believe this is the XOR yeah, the XOR, these are the XOR gates, there's the AND gates, and then there's the OR gate. So that's basically what I have all in here, and those are the outputs. Now, if you guys haven't watched my last computer science video about how to count in bits, basically you just add up. So like if let's say that light is on, then the value is 1. If this one and this one is on, the value is 3, because you just add the two together. Now, this only adds up, here's the calculator, this only adds up to 6. Now I could increase it, but that means I'll have to do some random stuff, and I actually made a calculator that adds up to 14. I put that on screen right now. It's pretty big, and I don't want to make it in Minecraft, because then I'll have to like do a bunch of loops and stuff, not loops, but like really weird buildings, and I can't loop, or I can't overlap redstone signals or no redstone lines together. So this is just what I'm gonna do right now. So basically we have these two inputs, so here's 1 and here's 2, and I could do 3. If I put both of these together, it'll be 3, so 2 plus 1, 3, nice. That's the same with flag spike, that's the same with over here as well, 1 and 2. So let's say I wanted to add 2, so 2 will light up, plus 2. That light will turn off and it'll be 4. Now let's say, I don't know, 1 plus 1, 2, 3, so that'll be 3, plus 3 would be 6, so 4 plus 2, 6. That's basically how these logic gates are like work together in order to create some type of function. So that's just me exploring my curiosities. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, although I might have explained things poorly, but I thank you guys for watching this far. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below of what I should do next, or just, I don't know, just random discussions, because I like to indulge in some discussions about this stuff. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.